There we are. Good morning, Gecko. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Meta. Good morning, Beth. I hope y'all are doing well. What's your favorite Tech Crusade faction and unit? Trench Crusade. I was like, what's Tech Crusade? Trench Crusade. I do really like. My favorite unit are the anti-tanks. They just look. One sec, let me show y'all. One second. We're getting into it early. Okay, one sec. Let me get some music here first. Let me know if it's too loud. Also, good morning. Let me see. Trench Crusade anti-tank. Yeah, baby, the anti-tank hunter. Extremely good, extremely good. And I'm about to show y'all an image of why it's so good. It will need no explanation. I was like, Heck Impossible. Oh my gosh, I love your TV show. I love Shigo and how you fight her. It's beautiful. But like this one. Now listen. When I say gender, do y'all get it? Do y'all understand when I say gender? Yeah? Yeah? When people are like, oh, what do you want to be? I'm like, this. What the stink is gender? Great question. You don't really need to worry about it. It's all good. But like, this is the kind of aesthetic I love. Gender is gun. Gender is topless with a armor just on like the helmet and legs and big old gun. Yes. Yes. Great. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Look at this. Like, this, you see this on the battlefield, you're terrified. This thing is like 11 feet tall. It's cool. So cool. So cool. But anyways, this is my favorite in Trench Crusade. This is one of my favorite designs. The other one, not really safe for work, is the Blood Witch, I believe. But even better than that. Sorry, I'm on a Trench Crusade kick. Artillery Witch. I'm sure I've shown it to y'all before, but I love the Artillery Witch. Look at she's just aura farming. She's aura farming, and like that's just her default state. Look at her. Look at her. She's so cool. I love this witch. Love this witch. Extremely cool. Extremely cool. Like, if you haven't played Trench Crusade, that's okay. It's kind of like way more optimized, faster Warhammer. I think it's called a skirmish game. She's extremely cool. The other one is the Blood Witch that I really like. Not really safe for TOS, which is fine. You'll have to look it up yourself. But highly recommend Trench Crusade. It is very fun. I really like this game. Just the designs. Oh, look at her. Look at her. There are no eye holes. There are no eye holes, but she'll still absolutely just demolish you with this big old bomb. She'll kill you. Love how into this you are. Say, is this a game multiplayer? Yes. So this is a tabletop game. Kind of similar to... The best way I can describe it is like, it's Warhammer, but with different rules. You have little minis, and it's a game you play on a board with your friends. And you are just trying to either capture a flag or kill each other. And it's very fun. You have a bunch of monsters and creatures, but also some humans and knights. There's a lot of cool aesthetics in there. A lot of religious imagery. I love religious imagery, but blasphemous. It's very cool. Trench Crusade. Yeah. I guessed Oppenheimer. That's basically her spell, yeah. It's very cool. You can see part of her stats is like, with an endless supply of infernal bombs, see ranged weapons. Otherwise, she can be equipped from the... Yeah, like... It's fun. It's fun. Soft Goblin Arts, thank you for the resub. Good morning, happy 10 months. So part Warhammer TF2. Kind even when I play Warhammer, I play it a little differently than like official Warhammer because it takes too long. But yeah. Tendinguru, thank you for the gifted sub. Welcome in. But yeah, anti-tank hunter. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I would yap so bad after religious imagery was mentioned. Like here's one of the let me just look up Trench Crusade. Like if you look up Trench Crusade, you're gonna see all their art and it's gorgeous. But like here's a good one. I think this is no, which one's the official one? There's a lot of like fan art, which is really cool, but like you get some this one. This one. This one is wild. Look at this. Look at this. Like this is one of the religious imageries. So you're saying that an 8-hour game is too long? Yes. Usually the game I play is only about 3 hours. And sometimes it's shorter. But like this sort of imagery is everywhere in this game. I love it. It's kind of gruesome and gory. So I'm only showing like selective pieces of art. But it's not that bad. I just think it's neat. I just think it's neat. What about your favorite Trench Crusade faction, though? Right, my favorite faction. Let me pull up the list. Because I haven't played all of them yet, so I can't really say which ones are my favorite factions. I've only played, I think, 1 or 2. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, these are not part of a faction. They're like kind of like guns for hire. So like this is just my favorite design. But my favorite faction is probably... It depends, because like, are we talking aesthetically or mechanically? Because there's a difference. Because let's see. The trench ghosts are cool, but the Heretic Legion is also very cool. Did I play? Which one did I play? I think I played 10th Plague? Or I guess Trench Pilgrims? Heretic Legion is probably my favorite design-wise, but they're all really good. But the Cult of the Black Grail is really fun. There's so much. This Court of Seven-Headed Serpent. Don't think I've seen that one. Or I just don't remember it. It's been a little bit since I played. What game is this from? This is called Trench Crusade. So if you look up Trench Crusade, they have an official compendium that you can look at. It's very, very cool. But anyways, today we're going to be doing something a little more lighthearted and work on line art. Or the lack of it, really. I'm kind of figuring out a lineless style and how to do it, so we're in an interesting range. Hi, Cyber. It's not Warhammer, it's Trench Crusade. It's if you like Warhammer, you'd probably like Trench Crusade. It's pretty good. Path of the Beast. These hits are rated E for everyone. I did not opt into this for this reality. I'm making it everyone's problem. Path of the Beast. Line art without the art lines. So art? Yeah, just art, I guess. I have a lot more energy than I thought I would have this morning. Thank you for all the redeems, Myth and Drago and Combatant. Let me get a little sip. Grimdark like Warhammer 40k, but Old Testament style. Yes, that's a good way of describing it, Cookie. Yes. These look so cool. Thank you. I have my little guy that I have to finalize. And I might change a little bit of his design as I'm doing it, because now I'm like, how can I make it look more diverse? And part of me is like, just change up his ears. His ears are really cute, but what if I make them more farm goat-like? I get what you mean about the gender thing, because now I want to cosplay as the Blood Witch. Oh, the Blood Witch is great. Love the Blood Witch. She is great. Little posture check. Oh, my left arm is a little bit sore today, so I'm going to be taking it a little easy. If my arm hurts, then I'll probably stop drawing and just chill. But for the most part, it should be fine. I'm not left-handed, but I use it for typing my hotkeys, so. A little ear wiggle. Thank you, Draco. Morani, do you do something to your arm by accident? So no, I signed up for some different exercise classes at a rec center. And in order to figure out what they were, I kind of signed up for a whole bunch 3 days in a row. And the downside to that is the good side is I learned what every class is, but the downside is I'm really sore and I might have strained my arm a little bit, but that's fine. It's all good. Listen, the classes fill up fast, so I figured I might as well try all the classes, see what I liked, and then choose the ones that I want to do the rest of the week. So that's what I did. It worked, I guess. Now it makes sense. Yeah. I'm ambidextrous, can write with both hands. That's good. I feel like I draw better with my right. That's good. Like knowing what you draw better with is a good way of like going, okay, well, how can I improve the other arm if I want to? Because that's something I absolutely did when I was like, okay, because in art school you get taught pretty early for the most part that if you don't take care of your drawing arm, you could potentially lose it. Like lose your ability to draw with that arm if you really don't take care of it. And me as an art student went, okay, I'll just learn how to draw with my left hand too. And so I can kind of draw with my left hand, not nearly with the same precision, but it gave me confidence going like, okay, just in case, it would probably take me a couple months, but I could learn to draw again with my left hand. The information would still be in my brain, it's just the muscle memory would have to catch up. Music just reminded me of that Neil uploaded his animatic for 600 Strikes today. 600 Strikes is a fun song. It's not my cup of tea, but good for Jorge doing what he wants, you know. Also, I forgot something crucial about this. She got 4 arms. I only drew 2. Whoopsies. So I might have to add some extra arms. Thank you for the save, combatant. Second half of 600 Strikes is amazing. I do like the second half of 600 Strikes. It's very good. There are 2 behind her back. I have to draw them, though. Azakeva, good morning. I hope you are doing well. This is a song I introduced you for Epic. Yes, it is. Good choice, honestly. Scylla's song is extremely good. I like it quite a bit. Drumsticks arms as arms. We got no time. We got time. We got time. I can do this. Right, that's what it's gonna do. I'm gonna take a bite of my breakfast. I'm gonna take a little bite of my breakfast before I start drawing because that's good for me. Got to remember to eat. I just have peanut butter and jam on toast. The toast is a little dry. That's okay. It's like General Grievous. You can form her forearms into 2. No, 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 no. Let me do a little rough. Let's see. Where am I gonna put the extra arms? Well, the extra arms. More arms are mechanically rubbed together in an evil way. What if? Hmm. Hmm. I don't want the arms to overlap in a way that might add tangents, so I'm just gonna have to be real careful of that. Something like this, maybe? Love Jabos, they're like mice with long legs. Sometimes they got long ears. That sounds cute. Can't wait to hear this stream echo through the apartment. Gonna be here in spirit, but I must clean the apartment, so I'm gonna raise the volume. Mm-mm-mm. Take it easy, Cyber. Have a good clean. Let's see, for the next one, maybe I'll have her writing like in a notebook. Hmm. Something like this, maybe? And if you want to see the Lego Tiger Mosaic, I put it in show chat. Ooh. Let me check it out. Ooh, that does look cool. I saw when I was doing a little unicorn, I never knew those pieces existed where they're flat on the top and you could make line art shapes with them because they look cool. That looks good. Mochi. My first one is a gerbo and is insecure of her natural thin legs and protruding rodent teeth. Nice. Built her with insecurities. Sometimes that helps to build a character. It's always interesting to give your characters like a little things they're nervous about and want to hide because that's everyone's got that. Johnny, you look cool. Thank you. Lego's evolved a lot over the years. Yeah. Yeah, it has. Okay. I think this will work. So let's... Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have a tools layer. We're gonna have a tools layer. Time to add the arms. Hmm. Morning, Red Scotsman. Uh, Hi, Grumpy. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm just drawing my friends' characters for D&D today. Don't know how far I'm gonna get. We're just gonna kind of have fun with it, you know? See how far we get. Let me clean it up in just a moment. There we go. Static Eyes, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. How was your stream? And Dark Cloud, happy 46 months. Welcome back. Sandale, I feel like LEGO has revolutionized how they make pieces for specific sets to fit everyone's taste. My sister-in-law really likes the flowers and houseplant sets. They are really pretty. I do like those. I think they're very, very pretty. There's something nice about building little flowers. Stream's good, saying the gang over some chill art vibes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, you're doing art. What were y'all drawing? Hope y'all are having a lovely time. If you'd like to share your art, feel free to send it to one of the mods. There is Meta Fallout, Mithrandir, and Gecko's there, as well as Johnny is there. Hi, Zimblue. Good morning. I'm also doing comms. Worked on some character pops for the people's OCs as messy pops like Sonic. Oh, pops like Sonic. I'm trying to visualize it. I don't think I've drawn that before, like that before, at least not to my knowledge. Right now, we are just drawing my friend's D&D characters because I'm going to be playing some 4th edition today. Hopefully, so long as everything goes well. And so I figured, why not draw each other's characters, you know? So all of the art you see above these characters, let me turn on the line art. All of the art here is done by the person who is playing the character. And I'm just drawing them in my style, so it's fun. Marabo, thank you for the breathe, and Werewookie, thank you for the hydrate. Bet your friends will absolutely eat the art up. And so far, they've given me very positive notes, or I guess positive feedback, but also Tiku's character, or I guess player, was like, it's really good. She was missing a couple arms, and I was like, oh shoot. Hi, Ginger, welcome in. Honey's art is a good source of riboflavin. What's riboflavin? What is this? Riboflavin. I'm kind of just winging it. Winging it with the bug limbs because I don't know exactly how to draw them, but that's okay. Persona's cat's name is Sheepja. Nice. I'm still trying to figure out like my character's vibe right now. Riboflavin is vitamin B. Oh. Oh, riboflavin. Just riboflavin. Riboflavin. No, I don't. I don't know what it is. I'm kind of just winging it with this book. It's not the best drawn book I've done, but I get the message across that it's just taking notes. played Extra Pan next. Is that a song? I don't know what that is. Because of you humming for days, so soothing. Thank you. I'm trying to work on my lower range because I want to be able to sing lower. Higher is fun, but lower. Lower. Someone kidnap me and don't take me to Bahamas or something. I don't want to be here anymore. Jasper, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope you can get a break because it sounds like you're really working very hard and you need a rest. I hope you get a rest soon. What class is Bug? Bug is Shaman. Thank you, Meta. Yeah, we're just listening to my playlists. Mostly it's in my likes folder, so that's a whole thing. I need to take a bite of my toast. All right, time to draw the fur. There we go. There we go. Ooh, it's Ado. I hope my teammates like this. I say teammates, but they're more of like friends, party members, I guess. What class is bug person? This bug person is shaman. So this is 4th edition. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. I rolled to honey, she's cute quick before she can't finish her toast. Don't worry about why that matters, just tell she's cute. Deku. And Blood Asp, thank you for the posture check. Mighty Knight had a character that's basically a full metal alchemist type character that can transmute, but they focus on biological matter and have to get their hands dirty. Could work for this character too. Maybe. This isn't my character, so I don't know what they have planned for this character. But I'm curious to see. I don't really know quite what I have planned with my little guy, but it'll be fun. There we go. If you had the time and research honey, would you raise bees and package your own honey to sell? Yes, I would. I feel like learning how to make honey would be awesome. It would be so cool. Love learning about my character during a session via my current character had an Irish accent. Surprised the hell out of me when I started talking for her. It just came out of you. You just felt it. Felt right in the moment. Orb. we go. Here's a track I've not heard for a while. KDA, yeah. Orb. All right. There we go. Sorry, just cleaning this up to make sure the silhouette is clear. Grubby little mitts, the grubby little bug mitts. Yeah. Just gotta clean this up so it reads very clear and crisply. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. There we go. Cool, thank you for the work save. Just Control S real quick. That looks better. Okay, good. Lineless takes a lot of polishing, but weirdly enough, it feels better than trying to polish line art. That's pretty cool. Bye, Bones. Happy 23rd anniversary to my first ever Mortal Kombat game, Deadly Alliance. Deadly Alliance. Hi, Blaster Master. Welcome in. I feel that a shaman would need high wisdom and constitution to extract an answer for those aloof and mysterious spirits that actually understand it. I'm not sure what build this character is going for because I haven't really paid attention to everyone else's stats. I've been too busy trying to understand my own. But maybe. Just cleaning this up. The thing I've noticed with lineless art styles is like they're so clean. They're so clean and polished. They can be kind of difficult sometimes if you don't polish them correctly. Why is my brain like I'm thinking about Valheim? Valheim is fun, but why am I thinking of it right now? Lineless does look cool, different too. Yeah, it's a very neat style to do, and kind of study because it does look very different. Tried Valheim a couple times. Not a big fan personally, but definitely see the appeal. Yeah, it's fun. I think it's almost finally released. I don't know if it is because I think it's been in pre-release. I don't. There's a word for it, but like you've been able to play it, but it's not officially early access. That's what it's called. It's been early access for years. It's also a dirt eating game. Yeah, it's a dirt eating game. Valheim, it's kind of like you play kind of Vikings, but it's kind of a dirt eating game where you start from nothing and you craft your environment and houses around you, and then there's monsters around. And you can mine. It's kind of like Minecraft, but a little more limited uh environment creation. So it's fun. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shiny. Sorry, I don't normally do this ever, but for a brief period of time, Warhammer Vermintide 2 is temporarily free on Steam. Pick it up before you can get before the freebie is gone. Yeah, go pick it up. Go pick it up. Listen, listen, free game. And I was gonna play Vermintide with my homies, but we decided to do a Fourth Dead campaign instead, so I have it downloaded. Is that what a dirt eating game is? I'm almost assuming it was literal. Yeah, no, dirt eating is kind of what me and my friends call games like Minecraft, Vintage Story, Valheim, where you kind of start with nothing and then you build up and try to survive, you know, the environment. Marilyn, thank you for the resub. Happy 32 months. Welcome back. I'm going to stretch my arm a little bit. Oh. Oh. Excuse me. All right, almost there. Just got to do the objects and then all right, now we're going to get rid of the line art. A little too high energy, Yosobi. Not right now. Not right now. Oh, thanks for the Vermintide 2 tip. Love the first one. Honey is a barbarian, axe slung over her shoulder with one hand like it's nothing over a 3-foot frame. Very I think it's like Poppy from League. Hmm, let's see. Ooh, take it. Cool looking book. Thank you, Worry. It's not my character. This is my friend's D&D character. Call a spade a spade. I want the moon lay around my room. Can't stop thinking of you. I want to. So long, nice to know you. I'll be moving on. Probably one of the few characters recognized from the game. I know some of the Yordles, but that's about it. There's like Lulu, who's crazy, and Poppy. There's a couple others. Lay around my room, can't stop thinking of you. I want to. So long, nice to know you. I'll be moving on, moving on. There you go, a little book. A little brighter. Everybody hates Timo? Why? Ooh, Leon finished some home improvement. My nephew helped by handing out zip ties and cheering us. We're almost done. Oh, that sounds adorable. Ah, that sounds so cute. Oh my god, G, I love your voice. Thank you, Weird A Mouse. That's very kind of you to say. Milk Eggs Fabric Softener. Thank you for the ear wiggles. All right, this is looking pretty good. Let's turn off the tools. And then let's do the outfit. So it seems like a cross. I don't know what they're called, but when the fabric crosses over itself, kind of like yukata. Temporary high, let's go. Timo is so OP and basically breaks the game, dropping exploding poisonous mushrooms and jumping out of the bush. Oh. That's kind of funny, honestly. This teeny little guy's so good. And everyone hates him. Life is to be endless. Running through the shore, howling at the wind. Your head, she's running after, and you know. That creates a tangent, actually. Let's not create tangents. There we go. That looks a bit better. When she was cold, you longed for love. Her storm was a temporary life. There we go. And then delete a little bit of this to give it more perspective. There we go. Honey, even your humming is relaxing. Thank you. Hey, Wrathful, welcome in. Paladin, after listening to your singing yesterday, it caused me to look up the lyrics and ended up watching quite a bit of the Odyssey-inspired Epic the Musical. Nice. It's a very good musical, in my opinion. There's 2-hour videos someone put together on YouTube of animations and performances. Yeah, it's cool. There you go. Honey, I gotta go. Hope you have a great morning. Thank you. I hope you have a good morning too. Dude, I have 2 more sets I built yesterday for my birthday. I can post them to show chat if you wish. Yeah, go ahead. I hope it was a fun birthday. Let me take a little bite of my toast. If an Odyssey themed cookie place by you? That's so specific. Oh my gosh. What a specific type of cookie to make. I got clumps on me. Oh no. Hi, Frederick Nexon. How's it going? If I'm not mistaken, Frederick, I think you're an owl VTuber? I could be mistaken. I think I dropped by one of your streams once and I really liked your design, so hi. I hope you're doing good. Sorry being political, but I gotta say, pineapple and cherries, they belong on pizza. Pineapple and cherries! Used to be, I retired a couple months ago, but thank you. Oh, gotcha. Hope you're enjoying retirement and taking it easy. Man. I got crumbs on my desk. No! Cherries on, right? Cherries on pizza. I guess pineapple on pizza, like pineapple on pizza is fine. I actually quite like it. It's nice and refreshing. So I guess cherries on pizza is not that far off, but sometimes, but cherries are so sweet. They're not really refreshing. But I don't know. Anonymous, thank you for the gift of sub to Frederick. It's very kind of you. I mean, I retired from streaming so I can keep YouTubing. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because, yeah, if I recall, you also made YouTube videos, yeah. I think I saw some of your YouTube videos. But yeah, hope you've been enjoying your retirement from streaming. Because, yeah, I've been thinking about getting into YouTube videos, like making some. Editing is hard. Editing is quite difficult, really. It is a tough thing to do. So those who do it, I don't know how you do it. I'm not less tired all the time now. Good. That is really good. I find that's the wonderful thing about people and their mediums is that even though someone may feel like you might, as a viewer, think, oh, you'd be really suited to do this, they may be really suited to it in your opinion, but what they might be suited to might drain them, which is really tricky because it is different for everyone. Some people love streaming. Some people love making short form content. Some people like making long form content. Some people love just making visual art, some music. And going in and out of the mediums can be really helpful for some, but some people may not enjoy it so much. And the really tough thing when you are a content creator or artist is that sometimes they don't overlap. And that's okay. But you are limited in what you can do with the time you got. So you got to choose, you know? Can't do everything? Yeah, can't do everything. Even though my brain wants to do everything. My brain wants to learn. Like, I looked online and FL Studio is on sale. And I'm like, am I really going to get into music making? Am I really going to get into music making now? Because for the most part, I've commissioned the lovely Zuchi Radio for music. And it is wonderful. Zuchi is a wonderful artist, and I love collaborating with Zuch. But then part of me is like, I want to learn. I have the urge to constantly learn. If I am not learning, I sometimes feel like I am not falling behind, but like I am stagnating, you know? It's tough. Cherries complement the pineapple on pizza. Really? Interesting. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. Pineapple on pizza? Old, tired, boring. Pizza on pineapple. Fresh, sensational, innovative. Say that we are nothing, but you know the truth. And guess I'm the fool. Put your arms out like an angel through the car sunroof. I don't wanna call it off. You don't wanna call it love. You only wanna be the one that I call, baby. You can kiss 100 boys in bars. Shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. You can say it's just the way you are. Make a new excuse, not a stupid reason. Good luck, babe. Well, good luck, babe. You have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, well, good luck, babe. You have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. I think this should continue over here. I'm trying not to go for a wasp feeling, but I do like the kind of separation. Oop. I like the separation of these plates. But it does look a little too much like a wasp. But I'm kind of going for this vibe. I completely forgot to turn on my hand. I forgot about that. Sorry about that. I've probably been motioning to a lot of stuff and going like, yeah, this here. And you have not been able to see what I'm doing. It's gorgeous so far. Thank you. This is my friend's character. And these are my other friend's characters. They are... all the art above here was done by them, not me. And so I'm just using their art as reference to put it into my own style. And this is my silly little guy. My silly little guy. I love him. He's a druid. I'm for the first time I am playing a sociable character. And I'm a little nervous because I haven't played a sociable character before. Usually I play a fish out of water. I play a little guy who doesn't know anything about the world and is out of place and questions things constantly. Or doesn't question things and insists that the world should be this particular way. But for the first time, I'm playing someone who's chill. Chill and cool. It's a quality fella. Thank you. Thank you very much. I still don't know what color I'm going to make him. I do love this one. This one's great. This is a personal favorite of mine. Aside from that, is just aura farming. The aura farming pose. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. Lunch over, back to the tire mines for me. Everyone tell the goblin she's cute. Never stop telling her she's cute. Shower the goblin with all the love. Okay, thanks, bye. Be gentle with your back, Jasper. Take it easy. Olive skin would give him satyr energy. Ooh, olive, actually. That could be good. Because so far everyone's color palettes are pretty set. We have green, blue, yellow. Olive could also be fun. We could go a very like earthy sort of character group. That could be neat. Ooh. Bye, Maria. Take it easy. Honey playing a cute fish person? I never would have guessed. I haven't played a cute fish person yet. Would be fun, but I haven't tried yet. I occasionally have ideas. Big brain come out occasionally. Oh, right, I have to do the wings. Okay. Let's do the wings. Round her. I'm going very general with these wing shapes because I can't really tell too much of what the pattern would be because it's kind of hidden. So we're gonna keep it fairly simple here. Yours can wear the clothes of many colors to fit anywhere. Yeah, that's true. I think I could maybe make his colors nice and bright because everyone's colors is fairly, well, then again, Heikel's character, or Heikel, has a lot of color. Very good. Problem with line art or lineless style is that in order to make it work, you can't just use the lasso tool, you have to polish it afterwards. Cookbook. Thank you for the resub. Happy 2 months. Welcome on back. You know what I might do? I might use, it's not a bad idea. A nice brown undertone for all of them might make the palettes all cohesive. So that might be really cool, actually. Till I found her, I found her. Maybe I don't want to make it that dark under there. Maybe I actually want to lighten this one. Because if I make it too dark, the silhouette of the arms gets a little blurry. So let's lighten this a little. Maybe that's fine. Color cohesion. Color cohesion is a good idea. I learned or I saw, I guess, a really recent trick that some artists have shared where they choose a base color for all their characters and then they overlay the colors that the rest of their characters' palettes are onto the one color and color pick from that so that they have cohesion together, which is such a fascinating way of doing it. I'm someone who struggles with color, so I figured it'd be a good thing to try, and so I wanted to try it with these little guys. Oh my gosh, she's looking so good. They're such a they look so good. Look at them. Look at them. This is almost, I would call this almost finished. I just have to do a little bit of shading on the clothing, and then I think I can call this one grayscaled. Not done, but grayscaled. Then I can move on to this character. Or the other. We can go on both. I just discovered Kafune, and so, like, their music is good. Paladin, fish out of water asking questions like, what's so great about this El Minister? What's a beholder? Some creepy guy who watches you? I found that a chest with sharp teeth. Yeah. Basically asking silly little questions is one of the ways I would try to make the plot move along. I've had to do it for a couple of groups where they talk too much about like, oh, what if we do this plan? What if we do this plan? So I usually play an impulsive character who doesn't really have social graces, because that way I can push and bulldoze the plot forward a little bit if the players are taking way too long to make a decision. Because you can plan an encounter, like as players, you can plan to face an encounter all day, and it will not be as fun as just doing it and seeing what your characters do in the moment. What if I don't have social graces IRL? See, that's what I'm wondering about. Is I don't think so this is just my opinion. I don't feel like I am super charismatic and suave or very like charming in a way that a lot of people think like classical charming people act. And so the fact that I'm going to be role playing one is going to be an interesting challenge for me where I'm like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm here to have fun, and my friends are very nice to me when I try new things, so it'll be nice. Can't RP to save my life. I also don't really know how to roleplay. I am not really good for it, or not good for it, good at it, and I stumble over my words quite a bit. It can be really tough, but my friends are really nice to me when I try. They're not like, oh, good job. They're just like, they let it go and go like, oh, nice. and then move on. And that's very, very cool of them. And then afterwards, they are nice and go like, "Oh, you did really good this way. You can try this." And I'm like, thank you very much. Am I taken aback? Good. Do you do any voices? Sometimes I sort of, so similar to how I thought about doing a voice when I first started VTubing. I practiced it for a long time. I would practice a much more high pitched kind of gremlin-y voice, but then found that wasn't sustainable. That was not sustainable for me, and I was like, screw it. It's probably easier for me to just be myself, especially on stream, which is much more long form content and involves a lot more flexibility. Instead of playing a character, just being a little bit more honest and earnest with what I'm saying, you know? Frederick, as an eternal GM, my advice to you is do whatever you think is most interesting. Mm-hmm. I think even if what I'm doing is not particularly, if I'm not putting on a voice, I do kind of put on airs. Like my most recent character was a aristocrat. And instead of putting on a hoity-toity voice, I would just use my voice but act as if I was like a snobby rich person. And that was fun. That was like doable for me. Voices can be tricky. They're really good, and a lot of professionals do it. Like people who stream their campaigns often do voices. But I find that sometimes it is nice to have your own voice, but just saying and doing things that are different than what you would normally say is a good place to start. Frederick says, "Hello, I'm better than you." Yeah, it would be a lot of like, "Oh, these silly peasants. They don't know what this is. This is the finest silk. This this would cost them their finest horse. They could never afford it. Have you seen their stables?" Like a voice like that. That's basically my voice with a bit of a change of cadence. Like it's just a very small change in, it's not quite voice acting, but it is kind of acting in a way. Like that's the closest I can get, and that's the most like sustainable for me long term. But yeah, it's fun to play a character that thinks they're better than you and is constantly just like face planted into the dirt with how they are not better than you. It's very fun. DTRPGs are not a performance. Voices aren't necessary. Yeah, that's kind of it. I think uh in a way Critical Role has made people think that they must voice act. They must get deep into character. And it's like, yeah, getting involved and feeling your character out and act doing what they would do in the game is really good. There is a balance though. You don't have to be an amazing actor or an amazing role player or character for things to be fun. Puts a lot of pressure on people to go like, "Oh yes, as a DM, I must make." People are expecting the Critical Role experience, and it's like, no, no, no. It's not like that. No, no, no. Has Honey played the clown character yet? The clown character. Oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time remembering what clown character we're talking about. Like you're not really happy, but you don't wanna die. Like a gotta survive. Like your body's in the room, but you're not really there. Like you have empathy inside, but you don't really care. Like you're fresh out of love, but it's been in the air. My past repair. A little bit tired of trying to care when I don't. A little bit tired of quick repairs to cope. Little bit tired of sinking, there's water in my boat. I'm barely breathing, trying to stay afloat. So why don't these quick repairs to cope? Guess I'm just broken and broke. Alright, time to do the shade for the clothes. And the dose I gotta take. Boy, I wish that I could count Oh, I just wanna see if this could make me happy. Alright, a little bit like this. We're kind of just guessing a little bit with these folds. And that's okay. We're kind of having fun with it, you know? You're not really there, like you have empathy inside, but you don't really care. Like you're fresh out of love, but it's been in the air. I'm a past repair. A little bit tired of trying to care when I don't. A little bit tired of quick repairs to cope. A little bit tired of sinking. There's water in my boat. I'm barely breathing, trying to stay afloat. So I got these quick repairs to cope. Patrick, if you're into it, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. It's just icing on the cake, which thing. Oh, if you're an actor, yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of the fun things about D&D and role-playing games in general is the role-playing and the level of role-playing is different per person, but it is not expected of the entire table or should not be, you know? Hi, Asher Walker. Random note. Hey, honey, I got you on the big screen in the family room while I cook breakfast. I'm on the big TV! Mom, I'm on the big TV! Tip to help with RP for anyone. Just accept that sometimes you're going to hit on your friend in front of their spouse and they ship you to. Once you accept that, everything else becomes easy. By the way, my DM's wife ships me with her husband because the Chaos Gremlin feels so awkwardly adorable. I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess, yeah. I'm screenshotting this, posting it to Twitter, and starting discourse about the fall of the West with this message. I'm gonna start discourse. I'm gonna stir the pot. Oh my gosh. Because, yeah, people would take offense to that. But here's the thing. If someone is comfortable with that, if you and your friend group have been playing a while and you know each other's boundaries and comfort levels, that sort of stuff, if you all want it, is perfectly acceptable. You know? It's perfectly fine. Listen, it's not my table. I'm not here to tell you what to do at your table. Let's put honey on Times Square screen. That would be expensive. Times Square is expensive for a billboard. All right. A little bit of shading underneath. I don't know what this is called. Whoop. That's not an overlay layer. There we go. A little bit here too. No, that's not quite there. There we go. I think that looks a little better. I can probably make it a little lighter though. Doesn't need to be so drastic. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks better. All right, I think I can call this one about done grayscale wise. Let me just double check. Oh, you know what I did forget actually? The line art. Because, yeah, the line art actually is very important here. My group has an unspoken agreement that none of us will RP a romance. It's just not something any of us are interested in trying. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's something that's really important when you're playing with a bunch of friends is oftentimes it is overlooked is a session zero. So a session zero can be anything from making a map together to making your characters together. But it is also important for everyone to discuss like what kind of experience do y'all want out of this? Do you want your characters to overcome trauma? Do you want your characters to fall in love and have a romance? Are you okay with having romances with NPCs or player characters? You know? Or do you not want any romance at all? You know? Stuff like that. There's also like what kind of fantasy is this? What kind of cyberpunk? What kind of dystopia? You know? What kind of weaponry is here? Are there guns in your fantasy world? There's a lot to talk about, And I think that's a really important thing to distinguish, where it's like whether something is a deal breaker. It's like, are you okay with your fantasy world having firearms? Yes, no. How rare are they? Are they really common? You know, stuff like that. Do you want your characters to undergo trauma? That's another one too. Mm-hmm. 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 Maybe I'm too busy being yours to fall. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. Was sorta hoping that you'd stay. Even we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Crawling back to you as I thought I'd come and when you've had a few, as I always do. Baby, I'm too busy being yours to fall for somebody new. Never thought it through. Crawling back to you. Okay, I think I can call this one done. Why wouldn't I be allowed to light my arms on fire? Well, why not? That's my favorite question to ask my DM. It's just like, but why not? Why can't I do this? And normally they don't protest. They're like, oh, yeah, why not? Because if I ask a reasonable question, they will give me a reasonable answer. And sometimes the answer is no, it's you wouldn't be able to find the resources for this. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. Why not is a not a me trying to make it happen. It's a me wanting to understand the world better and why this would not happen. Or this would, you know? Asking questions is not a way of poking holes in someone's game. It's a way of understanding the world better so your characters might navigate it clearer or less clear depending on their backstory. It's great. Always ask the DM if you can throw the smallest party member at the enemy. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's a great strategy. Never thought I'd call in when you've had a few, as I always do. Baby, I'm too busy being yours to fall for somebody new. Never thought it through. Crawling back to you. Mm-hmm. Sad to see you go. Was sorta hoping that you'd stay. Even we both know that the nights are mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Mm-hmm. Sad to see you go. Now, does this look good with this white up here? Is it adding too much detail? Maybe a little bit up is fine. Just getting a light source a little more defined is always nice in a picture, so could be nice. Hello, Kize. I hope you're doing well. Good to see ya. Let's just light or color of this. Because I do want to get the grayscales done of the other two characters at least. It will take a little bit, but this is good practice for me. All right, I think I can call this character about done. Tikutiera is grayscaled. Perfect. Perfect. Yes, I didn't use any colors. Good. Little bug. Little shaman bug. And if I turn off the line art, that looks pretty good. Honestly, that's pretty nice. It's very fine line art. Okay. Do I want to start with Varen or Haikal? I do need to clean up. You know what? Let's do a little correction pass on Varen real quick. Yeah, because one of the downsides of me drawing fast sometimes and getting the ideas out is I haven't really well defined what the pieces are. Because, like, what can you discern from here? There's a little too much going on. Let me clean it up. Because then I can probably do it a lot easier. Got the jacket. Collar. Probably be like this. There we go. Okay. I should try more lineless work myself. Lineless is fun. It's definitely a little fun exercise for your brain. But when you get it looking good, dang, it do look real good. And I think it's a nice change of pace for me because so often I do line art and I've been feeling really burnt out doing a whole bunch of line art for characters that I started to avoid doing art actually. And that's not good because I love doing art. So lineless might be a way for me to kind of get around that. Little stretch. Thank you for the save, Chaos Tyrant. Can't recall if I've done it, but I'll do it again. Excuse me. Pardon. Ooh. What if we listen to Lisa? Where is Lisa's? Yeah. Not Mona Lisa. No, no, no. Lisa. Yeah. Realize that's what it's called. Yeah, baby. Joni, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, let's take a little sip. All right. I think this might actually come out a little bit more. Corrective passes are very important too because you could sometimes you'll see something the day you draw it and you're like, oh yeah, this is great. And then you actually look at it the next day and you're like, what the heck was I thinking? Is it a law that if you see your dog or cat stretch, you have to say big stretch? Does the same rule apply to goblins? You can do it. Could be funny. Big stretcher. Yeah, let's have the hand here. Oh man. Varen, you're so tired. You're so tired, Varen. I'm sorry you're suffering, buddy. Got the pelvis here. I always forget there's a way to draw pants that I'm like, I forgot already how to draw pants. Something like this. There we go. Okay, that clears it up a little for me. He looks so EP. He's depressed. Yeah. Yeah. Good for him. Good for No, just kidding. This actually needs to be lower. Do you have a hard time with limits for this stream for D&D? No. Well, I should eat before I play D&D actually. So I will probably wrap up stream around noon. So in hour and a half. We're gonna see how many of these I can get through before I need to eat and then play D&D. Because we're gonna play after I have lunch. And I'm very excited. You're suffering good. Pretty much. That's pretty much the attitude, yeah. Excited for Into the Spider-Verse to come out. I have no idea if it's going to be as amazing as the other ones, but I would hope that the extra time they've taken will make it very good. Let me pull up the other reference I have of Varen's character. There we go. This helped me. Oh, okay, so it actually covers the pelvis. Gotcha. Okay. This is why I do reference, because I need to look at things. I added the belt myself, because... Oh, shoot. Let's see. But I can make it rope. So let's make it kind of a rope holding the scabbard. I think the perspective of the rope will be like this. Nilva, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. How are y'all doing? Let's see. Are you doing art? What were y'all drawing? Interesting idea for more artistic inclined here. Lineless art of a fire elemental. Ooh. That would work really pretty well, I think. Just because sometimes adding line art to fire can be really difficult, but making it lineless gives it more of that flexible feeling. Sindel, thank you for the breathe. Fish, get your fresh fish here. Fish! Were you drawing fish? Interesting. I was drawing a fish for chat to throw in my face. I see. Okay. You're drawing a fish for chat to throw at your face. That's kind of fun. You're weaponing, or not weaponing. You're arming them with the weapons to throw at you. That sounds kind of fun, actually. Chat's weapon of choice is a fish. Is it for Poisson d'Avril? Because that's April. You know what that means? Poisson d'Avril. Made a couple of friends into fish. Oh, gotcha. If you want to share your art, feel free to send it to one of the mods. Johnny is there, Meta is there, as well as Mithrandir. Meta followed. And we can take a look at it. If not, that is absolutely fine. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. A lot of people have the lurk bait plugins, so I thought I'd just skip the fishing and have them throw the fish. I see. Posture check. Good idea, Drake. No shrimping, agreed? No shrimping. Gotta have good posture. Whoop. Get back up there. Get back up there. You ever been smacked by a salmon? That's stuff. Fish are heavy. People are like, oh, it's funny. It's like, kind of. It is funny, but it does hurt. Getting smacked by a carcass? That does hurt. I gotta remember what it looks like when you hold something with your hand. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at my hand for reference. Because I need to see what this hand angle would be. If I simplify it, it'll be something like this. It's a fine hand angle, okay. The perspective of the arm doesn't quite look right here, so let me adjust it real fast. think that looks a little better. This probably wouldn't be so defined. It would actually have a little bit of folds. Don't mind sharing about how do I send? If you'd like to, you can, if you have a Discord, you can send a picture of your image to yourself, open it up in browser, and share the link with one of the mods. That's the fastest way I found it. Or if you have a Twitter or Blue Sky link, feel free to share those. Both of those work. Would a two-hand a bluefin tuna be more appropriate? You probably have to two-hand a bluefin tuna because they are big. They are big. If that is where the hip is, this would actually probably be like this. This is why I do a correction pass. This one I didn't really need it because my brain knew exactly what I was drawing, I think. This one is a little trickier because it has much more fabric that I gotta deal with. I say as it's not even that much fabric. Gotta have the backpack. Backpack. Carcass? No. Live fish flip-flopping around. Live fish, more damage. So when you're drawing clothes, the best thing you can do is break them away from the silhouette to give them more texture. I think that's really important. Okay, this looks a lot better to me. Like if you look at this, it cleans up a lot of the ambiguous lines, if you can see them. Like a lot of the lines are really ambiguous here. Like I'm not sure what a lot of these are. This cleans them up quite a bit. There is an appeal to rough, but when you're cleaning up, it's not as useful. I gotta worry about the perspective too. One sec. Perspective. There you go. We can have that. Have this droop a little bit more because of gravity. This one can also droop a little bit more. Yeah, okay, that works. Hi, sorry to interrupt, but I'm looking for the link to your Discord, but I couldn't find it. Ah, there it is. Thank you, Johnny. And Mundy, thank you for the earwiggles. Little silliness. All right, let's adjust. Okay, so for this we have to adjust some of the proportions here. Just the grayscale of it. There we go. That's not bad. But what if we listen to this? We're gonna get the more energetic songs out. A little silliness here? Never. Now excuse us while we have a serious conversation about turning aquatic life forms into weaponry. Ah, yes. The standard. Cutting this back a little bit. All right, good. Let's do the head first, because I want to get this all cleaned up. That explains it. Just gotta label my layers. What? Loud noise. I said there to bed. Let's go. Thank you, Nilva. There we go. There's a little bit of a white line to it, and I wanted to clean that up. Hi, Squiggles! How are you doing? I hope you're doing well and taking it easy. My brain's thinking, how will I... Is this Eve? Oh, it's Lazy Cat by Eve. That explains it. I hope you've been doing well, Squiggles, and taking it easy and resting, because that's important. Ooh, I see. I see. Okay, okay. I'm just pulling up the Neva's art. Thank you, Meta. Copy image. Let me see if I can paste this right here. Oh! Yep. I see. So chat's gonna throw these at ya. Okay. Oh, he's wearing a... He's got a mustache. He's got the mustache nose glasses combo. Why's he got that? What's he trying to pretend to be? Oh, and this one's like a ox, kinda? Okay. They're big. This canvas I'm working on is quite small. I'm trying to work on not huge canvases. He's hiding from Fishcore. I see. Interesting. They all have kind of different scale style. This is diamonds. We have the C scales, and then we got more of the C scales. Nice. Nice. Sorry about that. My PC almost crashed opening the art. No worries, Meta. All good. It's Rampant Bacon. He initially introduced you to me. Ah! I recall Rampant Bacon. I do like that he's a fish wearing a disguise. I think that's funny. They're all just different kind of fishes. That's fun. Sorry, I'm thinking about like throwing this. They look big. My brain says they're big, so they would be heavy to throw. Just the amount of lift and muscle required to like slap someone with a fish and not lose the grip. Pretty impressive. It's got the Norse glasses on. Oh, the nose glasses, yeah. But yeah, Nilla, thank you for sharing. I hope you had fun drawing these, and I hope that your community appreciates throwing fish at you at high velocity. I descaled them in the throwing app a little bit. Oh, okay. Gotcha. But yeah, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. I have to. I'm sitting bisexually on a chair right now, taking it easy. I'm excited for this little guy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. How do you sit bisexually? I move constantly, but I sit with one foot under my butt and the other hanging off the chair. So that's my most common sitting position. I make the best mac and cheese with truffle oil. Oh, and mushrooms. Squiggles, that sounds so good. With bacon and oh. Living deliciously, honestly. All right, let's do the features first. This one's features were easier because they're simplified. This one's going to be a little more complex. So let's give this a shot. I'm working with a very low pixel rate. That's okay. The goal is not to draw these really HD. They're just meant to be readable. There we go. Make them a little bit darker, because if they're just pure white, they're a little bit strong. There we go. Sorry, I locked in. My brain was like, yes, yes, I do this. It's so cloudy here where I live. It's beautiful because I live in a desert. Ooh. I said ADHD. Unable to hold a single position for more than a few minutes. Takes a little bit, yeah. Takes some focus. Oh! Squiggles, you're a good cook. What the heck? That looks so good. Sorry, all I can think about when I saw the chicken you were baking is like that is a good technique. My brain went, why is she spreading like that? the My silly little brain. Here, Squiggle sent me a picture of a really beautifully cooked chicken or turkey. I can't quite tell the difference, but like the legs are spread in such a way that I'm like, she could do the splits. Oh my gosh! Wow, good for her. Turkey and yeah, brother is sus on the din din table too. It looks delightful. It looks so cocked. Spatchcocked? I mean, yes, I think it might not be spatchcocked, but like let me know if I'm okay to share the third picture, Squiggles. If not, that's totally fine because the pie looks delightful too. Oh my gosh. Ooh, the bun? Squiggles is a that deep dish pizza. Oh, Squiggles, those look so good. It is you look at you and absolutely. Yeah, I love this. Sorry, yeah, y'all just gotta see this real quick. Oh, look at that. Look at that. My dreams do cooking streams? Oh, they would be so cool. I love cooking streams, especially ones where the camera's set up kind of like a tasty video, like one of those old BuzzFeed videos. Just the above shot of seeing how everything is made is so fun. What's she doing? She's looking delicious. Oh my gosh. Looks good. Beautiful spread. Excellent technique. No notes. Delicious. Yummy, yummy, yumma. Yeah, Squiggle's eating good. Oh my gosh. This turkey looks so golden and good. Oh, Squiggles is a good cook. Looks delicious. The red lines underneath I thought was one of the legs tied down. My line art was interfering with the piece. Should we be looking at this? It's turkey dinner. It's fine. This turkey needs to be a meme. Straight up, Squiggles, you could probably post it on Twitter and just go like, hey, yo, what's this turkey doing? What's she doing looks so flexible? Chicken might be in the Jack-o'-Valentine pose. The Jack-o' pose is I don't know if it's possible for a human to hit that pose, but I'm down to be proven wrong. Feels like that chicken should be shown on a different streaming site. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Because, yeah, that chicken is food. It's like not like anyone's doing anything weird with that food. It's just like, that's, I don't think, TOS breaking because that's just how you prep a chicken. Or a turkey, I should say. It's part of it. I'm sure it's possible if you try hard enough. Probably, if you're flexible enough, for sure. It would take some work, but you could do it. You could do it. That pose is possible, but it hurt your back if you're not flexible enough. I am certainly not flexible enough, personally. That's fine. BRB gonna try to do the jack pose? Good luck. Good luck. I'm just looking for a song that my brain is thinking of. Oh, interesting. Did not know that was a song. I did it. You're just flexible, Meta. You could do it. You're flexible. You did it. All right, let's do the hair. Let's do the hair details. I don't know how to do hair in a lineless style, so I'm kind of winging it. We're winging it, and that's fine. We could do that. Frogs. I've not been here in 10,000 years, so you probably don't remember me. What's happened since then? I got a corgi, making it through school year, started a D&D campaign, got absolutely nowhere with the D&D campaign, and I got really back into Stardew Valley. Nice. I hope you're having fun with Stardew. It's a shame your D&D didn't take off. That's alright. Hope it doesn't dissuade you from trying again if you really like playing it. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay. Do any of us really know what we're doing? I don't know if anyone really knows what they're doing, but that's fine. We're just kind of doing our best. I think lineless hair would be darker shades where the lines would be. I think so. So I'll probably do the line art and then see how I feel with the rest of this and see if I want to change it up. What's the song? That song is Dami Dami. I think it's a Hoyoverse song. If you look up Dami Dami, that'll probably bring it up. It's got a picture of like a a Hoyoverse looking girl with goat ears and horns. Someone says the anatomy or poses of a character is not possible. I remember that cosplayer exists. Cosplayers will find the closest equivalent. If you don't mind mentioning, there's a group down here in Brazil composed by disabled people do art using their mouth and feet. I assume links are not allowed. Yeah, no links, just for everyone's safety. But I didn't know that. Didn't know that. I know that there's definitely groups of people who draw with their feet and mouths because of one reason or another, like injury, disability, you know? So that's kind of cool. Getting a hoop skirt to make the skirt way poofier. Ooh. Hoop skirts are really good for adding volume to skirts. I never really know how to use them properly, but like I love looking at how historians and cosplayers use it. It's just fun. I think that looks pretty alright. Adding variety to the line thickness feels good. Hello, Jeff. How goes it? Check this out. Bam! Lineless bug. Now we're working on this little fella. Ooh, actually, I do like the hair from afar. That looks good. Nice. Let's go. But yeah, very excited because looking pretty good. Looking pretty dang good. Right now we're working on this character. I think I should put the hair above, actually. Yeah, let's put that below. Usually what I do is I put the line art of the eyes above the hair. But I think if the line art of the hair has so much more going on here, then it might not be the best idea. Squeals. My fiance is going all out. Tailcoat, shoulder cape, Dracula collar. Ooh, nice. There's a certain piece I want to recreate since I'm going to wear Converse. It's with Princess Daisy, Peach, and Rosalina wearing the princess attire while putting on Chuck Taylor's. Nice. Zindale, thank you for the posture check and hydrate and save work. Oh, good stuff. Oh. Little save. Oh, he looks so much sadder. A little too sad, a little too sad. One sec, one sec, one sec. I can fix that. Yeah, okay, that looks a bit better. Not too sad, but a little more sad. Sadden this man, deep in his depression. Give him a little bit. Ah, just for us. Just a little. No. This kind of looks like Sanji. But give him gold for Christmas. All right, let's do the beard. The beard is going to be interesting because I'm going to change the line art for, or not the line art, the line opacity for it to give more of the illusion of, like, this looks good. I did it so good in the rough that I'm, oh. I did it so good in the rough that my brain is like, it's going to be hard to recreate when you're trying to do line art. I know that's not actually that bad. That's not awful. I don't hate that. That smile looks so wrong with his face. It's hilarious. I mean, thanks for being a calm spot in the storm that this week has been. No worries. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it, you know? All right, and then we're gonna make it a little bit more transparent. Then we're gonna do a beard again. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of a gonna add it here. Now, this is where the tricky part comes in, because I haven't really done this before. I'm kind of just winging it for this one, so I have to remember how the face works with how hair grows. Because the hair grows on the face in a particular way. So I have to remember how it does that. Then Lighten it. Clean that up a little bit. There we go. We give the guy golden earrings. Supposedly it was Morgan Freeman who said old time sailors used to wear them to pay for their caskets in case they pass away in strange lands. Also why he wears them. I don't think this character wears earrings. And that's fine. Kind of going off of what my friends drew. Some terminal pace, it does just grow. It just grows. Very Snow White voice. Did you just sort of show up unannounced? I'd imagine that could be kind of annoying. Having to shave every day, that sounds like a lot of work. This character is pretty fun now that I'm getting into the rhythm. Feels good to draw him. All right. Hi, honey. Good morning. I'll be doing a lot alongside you today. Let's go. I was about to ask if this is Fluttershy singing. Yeah, it kind of sounds like it. This is Ripples of the Past Reverie. It's the English version. It's a Hoyo song, and it's sung by I think Cassie Way. I don't know their work, but it sounds very Snow Whitey. Every day I let it grow to Gandalf levels and then shave it down a bit. Whatever works for you feels most comfortable, you know? This man's tired. Okay. So how am I gonna separate this? Okay, I should separate this by main body. And then by accessories below. There we go. Okay, we got the backpack. This song, yeah. No, you didn't have self-control. It's time to turn away. Another way to be where you didn't want yourself to go. Instead of compromise. What's your point of view? What's your part of you? I really wanna stay at your house. Make those who knows bummed as fuck. Yeah, I haven't watched it because I'm not ready. I don't know if I'll ever be ready to watch Cyberpunk, but I've heard it's good. There we go. Getting the nice shape. They just came back from the doctor. Nothing seriously wrong with the fever. Was related to his teething. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad it was related to his teething and he's fine because that's important. It's always scary when kids need to go to the doctor because they can't communicate how they're feeling. You really have to guess. You really have to go off of like what you think they're feeling, and it's like, oh gosh, I hope I'm interpreting this correctly. It's so freaking good. Yeah, I. Here's the scary part, Squiggles. Is like, I know it's good. I know it's so good, and I know that because it's good, I will feel more emotionally attached to the characters. I'm gonna feel it more. Oop. There we go. Just got a little backpack there. 'Cause I really want to stay at your house. That's it, honey. You need to watch Cyberpunk Sword by the Council of Chat. I don't know. I'm so afraid to start Cyberpunk. Same, Johnny. I'm so afraid to start it. I don't know if I wanna. I don't know if I want to. Because what if? What if? It's so good though. I know it's good. I already know it's gonna be good. That's the frustrating part. All right, let's do the cloak. My strategy, getcha, baby. My strategy. Oh, there's an extra knuckle in there by accident. Whoopsies. Snail, thank you for the breathe redeem. Know you wanna get a little closer. My strategy. Now getcha, baby. strategy. I do like the Megan Thee Stallion part on this. Gotta go, something came up. Good luck with the artwork and stream. Okay, Artie, I hope everything's okay. Have a good weekend. Everybody got the human guy. Precipice, babe and child who must be protected at all costs. La creature and incredible violence. Why do I feel like this is like a lot of them? I feel like Tiku is gonna be a bunch of these characters. Here I am helping my 3-year-old nephew put together a Lego set that's for 10-year-old. Dang. Advanced. Advanced, Lego. Alright, let's do the shirt. Love the lasso tool. It's great for this. Lego seem like they would be very good for child development. I think so. I think learning how to follow an instruction manual is a really good skill for a kid to learn, especially one that's visual. One with words is good, but I think it's too complicated for children that are like 3 to 7. But who knows? I am not well versed with child psychology and child development, so who knows? Got the straps here. All right, this is starting to look pretty good. I think the cloak has to be darker. Yeah, a lot darker. Yeah. This is looking good. Okay, sweet. I might get the grayscales done before D&D today, so very excited. My dad's amazed by how he knows the 8 times table. Dang, for 3? 3 years old? That's impressive. My nephew is 2, and he just learned how to sing the ABC. Not to identify the letters, but how to sing the ABCs. He has memorized them. Ooh. Sorry, Squiggles, I just saw what you're doing. Ooh. Oh, I love this. I do love the Mario princesses with like Converse kind of or sneakers. That does look extremely cute. Oh. I feel like that would be a good thing to do is just like have more princesses wearing like sneakers and better shoes for running around. I think that would be good for them. Neffy game. Next, teach him calculus. I don't want, don't make me go back. Don't make me go back. Sad boy looks like he guided you through the wild and just tired of your shit even though you just met. Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of what he looks like. He's already tired. Let's see. Rail, you have a beautiful voice. Not good. Right now. Bye. All right, let's see. So the brown of the cuffs and the... Is it called lapels? Unfortunately, I'm not as well versed in men's fashion. But is it lapels? Maybe not. Sounds right? Yeah, I think it's right. I might have thought we broke up ages ago, yet you're still here. Oh, Automod. I called them the end of the sleeve. I don't think guys really care. But it's important. It's important to know the names of things. How am I going to know what to call the layers? A little too bright. Maybe just a little lighter. Something like that, yeah. They can go under the lapels. Maybe brighter? Nah. Darker? Nah, they were better as they were. That's fine. Just name it sleeve thingy. Lapel is part near the collar. Okay. My layers end up getting called bastards, and so anything else would be an improvement. Yeah. Yeah, put even the numbering maybe. No, not even, because at least you remember if you call it bastard layer. Because, like, I label all my stuff very specifically. I'm like, features, shade, beard, lapel, strap, cloak, shirt, base, layer 14, backpack. That's just for this character. Strap thingy. The strap? Gotta do the belt. Okay. Actually, I can put it on the same layer here. Perfect. Let's do that. Save me time. I'm gonna make it textured, kinda, or at least like have ridges and bumps, because that's what the rope has in the drawing. So that's a nice detail to keep in. Johnny, thanks for the hydrate and posture check. And ear wiggle, let's go. Oh. Good little stretch. Oh. So the nice thing about taking such a long break from doing art, and by that I mean like my personal artwork, is that now that I've taken a, at this point, 3-week break, I feel extremely refreshed and ready to try again. It always feels bad taking a break, but then afterwards I'm like, oh, this was perfect. This is exactly what I needed. It's so rough. Nice. Yeah, it's good to take breaks. It is tough to get my brain to take a break, though. My brain wants to constantly do work. But if I keep doing that, I'm going to burn out. So I have to take breaks. And I've learned that the amount of time I need to take a break is like a couple weeks, which is always tough because the first couple weeks is me going like, ah, yes, I feel bad for not working. And it's like, no, no, no. You're not supposed to be working. You're supposed to be chilling and taking it easy. Now, if they're rope, they're going to be frayed at the ends. These ones. What if I put it here? There we go. That works better. Some of the colors are a little muddy, but I can clean that up. think I can make the backpack a little lighter to add contrast. Yeah. It's there, it's just the same color as the background. Let me adjust that. There we go. Now you can see a little clearer. Like, looks like you gotta be shackled and imprisoned to rest. Yeah. I once asked a streamer how long they had been live and Automod would block my message. Apparently live made the Automod angry. It always depends on the sensitivity, and sometimes it's just weird. It doesn't grab things correctly. Stretch. Yeah, baby, good stretch. No coffee command. I actually can't really drink coffee that much. It gives me headaches. Which is a shame, because it's so tasty. It tastes so good. It smells so good. Alright, let's do pants. It's part of the music video. Yeah. Just something like this. Slightly not quite the same tone as the skin. That's fine. Like, that's the point. Let's do the sword. That's the other thing I forgot. Sorry, my brain is locked into doing art. It's just like thinking art. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we are almost through with the grayscale here, and it's just a matter of cleaning it up in a second. There's also buttons I gotta put in. Let's see. Okay. That shouldn't be there. You can see the start. It's a little messy, but we're getting there. Get to 17. Afternoon, Kieran. Welcome back. Just got back from the gym and have no idea what's going on. Who are you drawing? I am drawing my friend's D&D characters in a lineless style. So we're learning and trying to figure it out. I'm learning how to draw lineless art, and it is definitely difficult, but it's a good learning experience. Just cleaning these up right now. 5 o'clock shadow scruff. Depressed character. Not worried too much about the shoes, but we just wanted to make them a little cleaner. Nah. Okay, we can clean that up. Alright, this is only part of it. Okay, it's looking cleaner. Looking a bit cleaner now. Girl is locked. Girl is locked in. Fine Bandit Games. Excuse me. Thank you for the resub. Happy 8 months. 8 months feels like it's been more. Well, here's too many more with the best goblin. Thank you. Thank you very much. Glad you've been enjoying your time here. I certainly have. Been having a good one. Learning. Art's hard. Lineless art also hard. But, whoop. Okay. I will learn. Hi, Tori. Welcome in. I hope y'all are doing well. Accept the Mothman's gift warrior. Gifts warrior, and your wildest dreams will be possible. Accept them. Please. Alright. There we go. Okay, I could probably keep this one. She's like, please take it. Please take the orb. I want to see what happens. There we go. There we go. Alright, invert selected. And this is how we clean it up. wonder how it deletes that. Ah, that's what happened. Okay. There we go. Now I can unconnect all of these. And they're their own separate layers now instead of clipping masks. Perfect. You can design a homebrew character and make them anything you wanted. What will you make? I think that comes into the problem of like my brain likes having rules. Doesn't mean I don't like breaking them, but I like having a rules and a place to start. But I guess like nymphs could be fun. The problem with nymphs, my DM has explained to me, is just like they are kind of locked to their one location, which can make things difficult if you want to make a character them. Where did I know this opening from? Yeah, that was Kurakura or Kurakura by Ado. Now it's I by Sabio. Bandit, work has been demanding more out of me, and it seems I'm due for a new adventure soon. But I've been doing alright. How's you? Not bad. I'm doing okay. I'm just doing my best, chilling, taking it easy, trying my best to learn how to do lineless style. And, you know, it's fun. Lineless style is pretty fun. It takes a lot more thinking of like how much line art is necessary versus how much I want. Like there's a difference between necessity versus style that is tricky to navigate. Is that too strong? That's all right, actually. It's not bad. Right now I'm just doing kind of the illusion of line art with this and trying to figure out how to accurately do it. It's the exact same color as the code. Okay, that's the problem. Guess a little bit edge to the line then. Right now all the lines are one color. So that way I can distinguish between them well. Young Poncho and Sad Boy would look like Bruno from Encanto. Oh, kind of, yeah. I can see that. Is it My Hero? Yeah, but this is Bokurano. There we go. That's a fine hand. Doesn't look awful, but interesting that the edge effect made your clothing fluffed up like fur. I wonder if you can cut out the effect for a single area to keep it. Knuckle sandwich details are inbound. No stretch. The singer of this sounds like a Japanese hiccup. I don't know if I would agree with that one. Johnny feels sleepy. Me too. I'm feeling relaxed. It's also almost noon, so I do. Oh, thank you for the save, by the way. I do want to grab lunch because I have D&D today, so I want to eat before I go hang out with the homies. Or Fire Force? It's I think this band has done Fire Force, but this one I think is for my hero. I caught the yawn. You ever sneeze so hard to give yourself a headache? It can absolutely give you a headache. Yeah, sneezing too hard. I wonder if this would look better. Oh, not that. Turning this one off, and instead using a line art to separate the chin from the rest of the face. It's almost the same effect, but would it look better as a line? Maybe not. Let's turn that back on. I guess that works. Got D&D to say as well. Looking forward to the next leg in the adventure. I'm excited because I think we're still in the starting phases. We're not really in the end phases, or not the end phases, the sessions yet. We are kind of just taking it slow. She'll be a blast. Yeah, it'll be fun. I like hanging out with my friends. I think it'll be a good time. All right. The D&D group might be getting back together soon. Ooh, nice. We're looking forward to what happens after we took on a giant mimic that hid itself as a shipwreck. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, Jane Doe. Interesting. I might have to go with a darker color because of how this is set up. Okay. Shipwreck makes sense intense. Yeah. Watching Kenny draw now, and I have a question. When did shoulder pads to provide more comfort and hold backpack straps first start appearing? I do remember seeing last century's military and leather jackets that had stuff akin to buckles on the shoulder parts. No idea. I would have to assume it was pretty early on, but I could absolutely be wrong. It might also have been like extra padding on the backpacks might have been something that was expensive to do. Everything on you does is infectious, clearing your smell. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's do the other hand. Perspective is not quite right with this hand, but I'm kind of just keeping it light and fluffy and easy today. So if I polish this forever, it's not gonna end up done. And I want to have at least the grayscale done for my homies. Let's actually, for the strap and the belt, let's choose this and just do a line art. Just imply the folds, you know? The implication of the texture of the rope is very important. So much of lineless is like the implication of shape, and that's the tricky part. But it makes it look really good, so you gotta think about them, you know? You're doing amazing on the slime star. Thank you. I feel like I've done this before, but I can't quite recall when. Silly part of my memory sometimes is I don't remember. I don't remember what I've done sometimes. So the art pieces just kind of get into a folder. I can't help but wonder. 10 minutes until the time you said you wanted to wrap-ish? Yes. Thank you for the reminder. Because I am starting to feel myself get hungry. Want to make some quick rice and have some stew. Love the epic musical. Don't know if I like that. There's too much line art there. Father? All my life I'd have died to meet you. Thought about your name so much it hurts. 20 years I've dreamt of how I'd greet you. Oh, and now you're here. I can't find the words. All my life I'd have died to know you. Days and nights I wish that I could show you. For 20 years I never could outgrow you. Oh, but now you're here. I can't help but wonder what your world must be. If we're like each other, if I have your strength and be all I am, whoops, miss me as your own. 20 years I've wondered how long I felt alone. Oh my boy, look how much you've grown. Oh my boy, sweetest joy I've known. 20 years I wanted. I forgot the lyrics again. The sand make the storm clouds cry for you. Used to say I'd capture wind and sky for you. Held you in my arms, prepared to die for you. Oh, but time has flown. I can only wonder what your world has been. The things you've had to suffer, and the strength you hold within. But wonder was to reunite with my own. 20 years I wonder, but today you're not alone. My son, I'm finally home. Father, how I've longed to see you. Telemachus, I'm home. Too dark. Go. Tell your mother I'm home. I'll be there in a moment. This song is I Can't Help But Wonder from the epic musical. I know you're watching me. Show yourself. You were never one for hellos. I can't help but wonder what yours world could be if we all held each other with a bit more empathy. I can't help but feel like I led you astray. What if there's a world where we don't have to live this way? If that world exists, it's far away from here. It's one I'll have to miss, or it's far beyond my years. You might live forever, so you can make it be. But I've got one endeavor. There's a girl I have to see. Hey, Big Will, I'm doing good. I'm just cleaning up this lineless style so that I can have it hopefully done in time for D&D today. I do have one more character to do, but I want to at least finish this one. And then I'll take a lunch break, and then hopefully if we have time before my session, I can do it off stream. Living in this world you left behind, dreaming of all these monsters that I'll never get to fight. But boy, I wish I could, so I could bring the world some light. 'Cause I'm stuck with your stories, but no clue who you are. No idea if you're dead or just too far. Somebody help me, come and give me the sign. If I fight these monsters, is it you I'll find? If so, then give me sirens and a cyclops. Give me giants and a hydra. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary. I'll fight the harpies and chimeras, the minotaur, even Cerberus. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be. When's your session? Probably not until 2 in the afternoon. So I've got lunch pretty much. I'll eat it at 12:30, 1-ish, and then I'll have an hour before D&D. They keep making spaces, not much longer they can stall. They're getting impatient, dangerous too. I would fight them if I was half as strong as you. Somebody tell me, come and give me the strength. Can I do whatever it takes to keep my mom safe? If so, then give me sirens and a cyclops. Give me giants and a hydra. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary. I'll fight the harpies and chimeras, the minotaur, even Cerberus. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary. Where is he? Where is the man who have you to wife? Oh, where is he? Where is the man with whom you'll spend your life? 'Cause it's been 20 years and we still have no king. Give me a chance, a single opportunity, and I'll overcome these obstacles and scrutiny. Oh, that works. Don't you dare call my mother a tramp. Oh, I think I gotta do this. Maybe a little darker? Yeah, something like that. Monster, is it you I'll find? I love Legendary. It's a fun song. Oh. exciting, Chikyo. I bring the last minute D&D creature from the void. Okay, interesting. There's this creature called Spider Dragon. You would think this is a giant draconic spider, like, that breathes poison, and you would be partially right. It actually breathes living spiders instead. Oh, okay. That's... I better, I guess? Depends on you're afraid of spiders. Wish to see you stream a D&D campaign, Sunny. Sunny. Honey, but hey, seeing you stream anyway is always a delight. I know that sounded weird. No worries, I read it weird. But thank you, Banjo. That's kind of you. And Biggle, thank you for the breathe, posture, and hydrate. Pocket spiders. Are y'all afraid of spiders? That now I know that this is a very like common fear. I am not particularly afraid of spiders. I haven't been exposed to them in a way that will make me afraid. I find them quite endearing, right, currently. Love them? Nah, no. Yeah, I'm not too afraid of them. I'm not a love spiders. Okay, so we got kind of mixed results. Interesting. Okay. I think that they're not actually that scary, but it's very easy to understand why people might be scared of them. Maybe not Australian spiders? That's true. Maybe not Australian spiders. All right, let's do the shading for this. I like spiders, Muffet from Undertale, and of course Spider-Man. That helped with that a lot. Maybe Spider-Man is the reason why some people are okay with spiders. What song is this? Oh, to be loved by Jake. Okay. It's kind of working because of fever if they bite you. Ooh. Yeah. At the same time, though, a lot of the time spiders don't bite people. They don't really they can't really eat you, so they do it out of defense, you know? So it's not really their fault. I cannot blame a spider for biting a person when they feel threatened. You know? It happens. I could be sad about it and be wary of it, but like I think spiders are neat. This is looking pretty good. Okay. All right. All right. This is a nice stream. I gotta get ready for work now. Have an awesome weekend. Take it easy, Bloodass. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you had a good time here. Simply, I've woken up in the morning to a new spider bite too many times not to hate them. Understandable. Fair. Have you ever faced spiders in any D&D campaigns? Not that I can think of. If I have, they're not as memorable as others might find them. How to be loved by. How to be loved. How to be loved by. How to be loved by her. Last time you said you wanted to hop off, honey? Very true. Thank you for the reminder. I want to finish this up. We're almost there. I want to do the pants and the shoes. There's also a couple buttons I have to add. And then I can call this one done as well. Spiders help with mosquitoes. Spiders help with a lot of pest control. It is really good. Art with honey sweetened my evening. Now it's sweetened my afternoon. Yee! Good. To be loved by you. Alright, let's do the pants here. Not going too complex with these. Oh, another epic song. Let's go. No matter what we hear, full speed ahead till we find the prophet. My comrades, this luck confuses your mind. No matter who we find, full speed ahead until we find the prophet. Love that initial booming sound. It sounds so good. All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died. Nothing's what it seems. Here in the underworld, our past leaves close behind. This thought confuses your mind. When does a man become a monster? 558 men who died under your command. Captain, 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 why would you let the Cyclops live when ruthlessness is mercy? Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died. Nothing's what it seems. But in the underworld, your past seems close behind. I keep thinking about the infant from that night. This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face will be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Odysseus, when you come home, I'll be waiting. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares for those who died. Nothing's what it seems. Not in the underworld, your past is always close behind. Your past is always close behind. Down in the underworld. That's kind of honey with a comfy stream with beautiful singing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh. Stretch. We're almost there. Good stretch. Sorry, my brain is just like, ooh, this stretch feels nice. Thank you for the save, Shikyo. Alright, almost there. What am I missing? Right, the buttons. That's what it was. Miko's got a great voice. For those who don't know, this is the voice of Telemachus, or Telemachus. He has a whole album out right now, and it's quite nice. Pretty good, pretty good. Now if I get rid of the line art. Solid, okay. Not bad. The lapels need to be a little more defined, I think. Lapels. Maybe a little brighter? A little brighter, yeah. And the straps can be a little darker. I think that works. Okay. Not bad. Okay. I think I can call this one done. Excellent. I haven't added too much lighting and shading yet. This is pretty standard. Not standard, that's the wrong word for it, but like basic form. Raise this a little bit. There we go. All right, all right. There we go. I think this looks better. Okay. Alrighty, alrighty. And then we have the last character now. Let me separate this actually. I have one more character to do. Whoop. Clean it up a little bit. Alright, we got one more. We're done Varen, we're done Tiku, and now we have Heikel. Honey, eat lunch. I will eat lunch now. Dirt Goblin, thank you for the ear wiggles. Just realized the manager that yelled at me when I corrected her about my name spam called me this morning to see if I were. Rude. Rude. Pretty good amount of details considering the approach. Yeah, not a bad one. It's pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with this. Very excited to see the finalized line art for this. Or lineless style, I guess. I think it'll be fun. Whew, okay. Stretch. I'm so excited for the next model. Mostly because my my model style has upgraded. It hasn't necessarily changed, but it's gotten a lot better. And I'm very excited for my model that I use every day to reflect my skill level because this one is over a year old now. I'm excited. I'm so excited. These turned out really good. Yeah, I like these. I like them. I like them quite a bit. I'm very excited to do the last one. I was afraid you're about to start the next one. Oh, don't worry. I already have. It's already been underway. When I make models for myself, I do my best to take my time so that I don't burn out on them. So it's a very slow progress for my own models because I'm like, okay, don't burn out. Don't burn out. Chill, chill, have fun. Take it easy. Easy breezy. Easy breezy. Honey Gobble continuously improving on perfection. No, not the model. The next Grayscale. Oh, I misunderstood. I misunderstood. But yeah. Ah, chillin'. Big chillin' soon. Baby. I am so excited because my next um once again, my model commissions are open. If you would like to apply for them, go ahead because this is the last round before I raise my prices. So, do feel free to check them out. Uh, and I'm thinking this time I will have a wait list at those prices because some people apply because they have a budget and they think they can fit with my budget or I can fit with their budget. And so I want to get as many as I am comfortable taking at that price point for people. I do have a raid message. What's the raid message today? I'm curious. Lions? We don't need no stinking lions. That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. Okay. Ooh, all right. Here's some stew. Stew. Let's see. Let's go visit. Perfect. Here's someone we can go visit. What is this? Oh, this is Yelker. Let's get Soldier Poet King there. See you next time, honey. Yeah. Let's do a raid message of Bye, thank you for the stream. No worries. Thank you for coming. I forgore my lines. I think that's a pretty good one. That's a good raid message. I forgore my line. But yeah, thank you for coming today. I am so happy with these characters. I'm very excited to show them to my crew. I don't know what they're going to think of it, but I am very excited to hear their thoughts and if I need to adjust things. But for today, let's go visit Girl DM. She is playing Final Fantasy 14 right now. And she says the stream title is After This Gone Forever, so she might stop streaming Final Fantasy. I don't know. She'll probably explain it in a moment. But she's been streaming Final Fantasy so often recently. Whew, but I am getting hungry. I am very excited to eat food. Oh, I'm gonna make some rice and then put some stew in it. I love food. Stew is one of my favorites. So good. But yeah, I was streaming not Monday. I'll be streaming Tuesday at 6 p.m. PDT or 9 p.m. EST, depending on your time zone, because I have soccer practice on Monday. But I think it's the last of the season because it's getting too cold to play. So I think it's the last session of soccer, but then we'll be back to a Monday stream schedule. But yeah. You knew it, Johnny. You called it. Stew sounds good right about now? Oh, yeah. Love me some stew. But yeah, y'all have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves. Have fun. And thank you again for coming. I'll see y'all real soon, okay? Be good. Have fun over at Girl DMs. Bye-bye.